What an entrance, ladies and gentlemen. What a fabulous outfit. Because I saw you back there and you had the area covered up.
Well, you know, I can...
You can cover the area
as modest as I like. Look at that.
But I like it. And also, it's such a big train that if you were leaving, for example, and I wanted to sort of go along with you, I could hide underneath at the back, back end of a pantomime horse, and you wouldn't know.
Should we make a plan for later?
Can I have a go under your dress early later on?
Only at the very, very, very back.
Oh, I like the back.
That's the train is what I mean.
That's one of my favourite bits of Kylie. Hey, doesn't Kylie Minogue look amazing? I've never seen you look bad. I've never seen you look less than spectacular. And I tell you another thing about Kylie. I've never seen you not smiling. I've never seen, you know, other people when they're out about this, perhaps, and I'm one of them. When I see them, I go, "Go on, you get away." You always seem to have a smile for people. You always seem to be in a buoyant mood.
I try. Not always.
But more or less all the time.
More or less, yeah.
Do you have a secret? Do you kind of like think of a happy thought? Do you go to a happy place? How do you achieve that?
I just, it's a grimace. Beyond the smile is probably grimace, like, okay, let's just try and get to the car.
But what a lovely smile. It lights up the room, doesn't it? It just lights up the room. If I was Kylie, I would just sit naked in front of the mirror looking at myself all day. Do you do that ever? Have you ever done a whole day just naked in front of the mirror?
No,
well, you're not even tempted?
No.
What, half an hour? Maybe just topless, just to cheer yourself up. Wouldn't you, ladies and gentlemen? Wouldn't you? Am I alone?
No, I work to just show the good bits.
Oh, not at all, I'm sure. Hey, okay, let's talk about your remarkable career, okay? Well, I remember in the 80s when you first burst on the scene and there were those Stockade and Waterman records, and not being mean and not trying to be disrespectful, but when I think you first appeared and when a lot of their artists, we thought they'd be 2 or 3 hits.
Yeah.
You know, that was kind of thing.
It's true.
You must have felt otherwise. You must have had a game plan, or were you just seeing how it went?
No, I was just going along with the experience, really, more or less doing what I was told.
Do you miss Australia? When did you move over here? How long have you been? Are you a UK resident? Is this where you call home? So this is where you call home now. This is absolutely your base. And when you chose to be in the UK, what was the determining factor for you?
Because I was here so much, and actually when I first got my first apartment here, I was still telling myself that I'm just here for a while, just while the work is here, and I'll be going back home soon.
Because your folks were back there still, weren't they?
Yeah, and then you know, I could still wonder how it's happened over 20 years. Over 20 years I've been living here.
But there must have been a point where you thought, okay, this is it now. This is my home. I'm going to be in Britain for the majority of the time. When was that? What was the?
Yeah, if I Sky Plus you, and if I'm away,
God bless you.
I need to. This is going to come out wrong. I need to slingbox you.
Oh, well.
Too.
I've slingboxed you once.
Have you? So, the point I'm trying to make is that I miss a lot of things about.
So you miss the UK, you miss the TV, you miss the culture and the life here. Yeah. What do you miss about Australia? Because your mum, she tours with you when you tour, doesn't she?
Yeah, my mum has been on every tour I've ever done, but she did just get the sack.
Well, she stuck out from the rest of the dancers.
Those high kicks were just not high enough.
See, they're one of those.
Actually, my mum was a ballerina, so she's
wow.
You know, she can.
So she can still do it. She's still limber.
Yes, but I just wanted her to relax more. But I think it's quite evident with the Minogues. We like to work. We like to get stuck in. So, Mum didn't take to Quick Change. Carol didn't take to the P45 easily.
So what? So, how did you break with your mum? That must be a tough conversation.
Well, it wasn't easy. She had a little forlorn little face.
Oh, Kylie.
I know. But I said, Mum, I'm not sure if you should be in the Quick Change anymore. And this was, but you were thinking of her. I'm thinking of her, yeah.
Absolutely, because you'd have if she wanted to be there.
Of course, she's still, basically, she's still there. But it was brilliant because the last tour I did in North America, my dad came as well, and my dad's not a big traveller. He likes to stay home and take care of business there.
He wants to relax, he wants to put his feet up.
Yeah.
He wants to watch the TV.
But I had to give them just because I had to give them titles. So I said, Mum, okay, you are in charge of social things. For example, when we're in Wales, I mean, there's a million Welsh relatives. Hello, everyone. So Mum kind of wrangles them.
So you make sure they come to your show. They get a bit of, they feel wanted.
We'll
they
take
feel
care of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said that my dad had the incredibly important duty of making sure the red wine was corked at the right time, ready for us to come off stage.
So hold on. So your mum, this is like most families. Your mum deals with making sure the in-laws know what's going on,
yes.
and your father's getting pissed. Is that right?
That's could be close.
Okay, now can we talk a little about your personal life right now?
Yeah.
Because Kylie, I believe, is, and I don't know if this is true or not, you're loved up at the moment.
Yeah.
You're loved up with a new young gentleman. Is it Andre, his name?
Andres.
How was this?
Andre.
Andres.
Yeah, I mean, it depends where you say it. Some people say Andreas.
Andres.
Whatever you say, John.
Worth a try. Oh,
Those
man.
are in a size of yours.
Oh, wow. Should we just do it right now in front of us?
Look, it's crying for it, isn't it? There's a couch, there's a desk.
I know, the heartbreaking thing is I so know you don't mean it, but I'm actually, for a second I thought, yes, why not? Why not go out with a bang, literally? Enough about your infatuation with me. So Andres is a Spanish gentleman, I believe?
Spanish?
You met him in Spain, you met him over here?
I met him here, actually. We did a job together. And I couldn't help but notice, yes, he's gorgeous, but
well, he's about as good looking as a man can be, you know. Even I'm thinking, if you said no, I'd kiss him. I'm comparatively straight.
You're about the same height, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
In which other ways are we similar, do you think? When you're together, does he speak English? He speaks English very well, I guess. With a nice, romantic Spanish accent?
Yeah.
How does he say
I have to help him with texting sometimes.
Yeah.
If it's long-winded.
But do you speak any Spanish? Because you're obviously English is an important thing.
Such a little amount is ridiculous.
Un poco. How would you say, for example, in Spanish? How would you say more, harder, harder? Do you know that? No, because I like the hand. I like to say more. Chop me more when I'm in the tapas bar. Más. Molte harder. Do you like a bit of tapas?
Oh. Okay. Got them all G'd up tonight.
Do you like a bit of tapas? I love a bit of tapas.
I do love a bit of tapas.
A bit of joyful.
I would have probably faded away were it not for my local Spanish restaurant.
All right, here's the thing. Now, you look great. You look so well. You look happy. I'm thrilled that you're with a guy who obviously adores you, and you're getting on great with him, and that's a lovely thing. But you know, it's remarkable to see you here and to think how ill you were. You know, how bad that was. How long ago was it that when you were first diagnosed with cancer? How long ago?
It was May 17, 2005.
Well, there's a date you're never going to forget. And how bad did you feel it was going to be? Did you think, okay, this might be it? Did you deal with that process, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, very, really dark thoughts. You can't help but...
Who wouldn't, I guess?
Have that. And, you know, I get on with life, I'm happy, jovial, all of that. But if I think back to some moments during that time, it was just awful. So, whatever hope or help I can give to people who are going through a similar kind of circumstance, then I just want to spread that message, you know.
It must have been, I don't know whether, maybe it was both, maybe it was help as well as making it harder, everyone knowing, it being a story, everyone wanting to know how you were and how you were dealing with it.
Yeah, it was a kind of double-edged sword, but the goodness that I felt coming in my direction was, you know, I almost felt overwhelmed by it.
Yeah, I remember, I'm sure most people do, I remember when I heard, and I remember thinking, this can't, but you know, it just seems so odd, and of course it strikes people no matter who they are, but to see you deal with it that well, and to see you cope with that level of attention on top of what you were going through internally was an inspiration. I thought it was remarkable to see how you cope with that, and that must have been, I'm sure, those around you that helped as well, your family.
Yeah, well, again, my mum was with me the whole time, you know, even when I had like a stint in hospital, my mum was there with me, and I just thought, I really, you know, I had a lot of help, had a lot of love and positivity, and yes, it's clearly a terrible thing to go through, and for your family. I just felt so bad for my mum and dad, like, because I felt so helpless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's my problem. I'm going through it, and I have to work on it. But the pressure on them was just immense.
But really, all they wanted to see, of course, and you're right, they couldn't do it, but was to see their little girl, because I guess to them you are first and foremost their little kid, who's grown up now, but still a kid, to see her get well again. So when that news came, that must have been just the best thing.
Yeah, well, when I got through my treatment and started to take my baby steps back into kind of real life, whatever that was, when I did the tour again, the Showgirl Homecoming, now I look at that and I think, oh my God, what was I thinking? How did I do that?
Yeah, because I thought, okay, this is, how did you take on something as big as that? As massive as that, when you were still really recovering from, regardless of physically, you know, the emotional impact that must have been.
Yeah. But I guess that was my goal. That's what I felt like that's where I was cut off on tour. And it's such a part of who I am and how I live and breathe and what I'm passionate about and how I connect with people, that's what I really wanted to do, was get back on stage, and I was damned if anyone was going to stop me. I was going to do it.
Well, it's fantastic that you did bounce back, obviously, and the fact that you went out and did that, and so triumphantly as well. I don't know how many people saw it live, but I saw it on TV when they showed it. What an incredible show.
Thanks.
Was there a period when you had to deal with the possibility that you would never perform again? I mean, did you sit down and think about that?
Yeah. I was thinking about maybe never doing anything again. Yeah. But you have to, I think it's you're facing blackness, darkness, so you have, if you want to go away from that, you have to reach out and try and grab positive things. And as I say, I have my family, I had fans, had friends, people would come over and, you know, I don't know, give me, speaking of English, British TV shows before, my sister had a friend who worked somewhere or other and had access to all the, you know, the kind of half-hour shows, because the half-hour is all you can concentrate on.
Yes, and that's because you're upset, because your mind takes you elsewhere, because you're tired.
You just can't focus. You really just need to rest.
Yeah.
So half-hour shows are great.
So you just get you through.
Yeah.
The other, what little just fun TV shows, diversions? What kind of things? What comedy mainly, I guess?
Well, I mean, I did watch, because I was such a big fan of Nighty Night. Yeah. So I got the DVDs, I really love this. Totally forgot that the first scene is about cancer. So this was kind of my family sitting watching, and I just said, it's okay. You know, we're still living in the real world, even though I've kind of got this microcosm happening. You know,
I guess partly you want to be treated like nothing's going on. You don't want everyone that to be the focus, that to be all that people are talking about, concerned about.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, you know, obviously everyone was so thrilled that you came through it, and everyone's so excited to see that you're back now with some new material. And are you going to be touring again? Do you have a big tour, a small tour planned?
I'm going to tour again next year.
Okay, that's exciting news, isn't it?
Yeah. So you'll be there and you go on hot pants?
Well, if you want me to wear hot pants, I will wear hot pants for you. If that's your fantasy, then yes, I will. I don't see why it should only be the women who dress up. But is it going to be, do you know, have you planned it yet? Is there a theme, or can you tell us anything about it?
Well, it's going to be called Aphrodite Tour, Les Folies. So it's, you know, with a title like that, we can go to town. Yeah,
it's going to be fantastic. There's the, is that the album cover, or is that the...
That is the album cover, yeah.
That looks, what a great piece of work. It must be, I'm sure it's hard work, but it's so lovely seeing that kind of outfit, that kind of big glamour thing going on there. Okay, you're going to be performing for us this evening, but you've got the new single out now. What's the single called?
All the Lovers.
And you might be doing something this weekend at Glastonbury.
I have a certain flamboyant friend who happens to be in a somewhat flamboyant band, and I might have said that it would be nice to see him on Saturday.
Would this be a young fellow by the name of Jake who favours lederhosen and shorts and in a band called the Scissor Sisters?
Yes.
Wow, so you're going to be the Scissor Sisters this weekend?
Momentarily.
Oh, that's going to be fantastic, isn't it? I'm jealous. And it's going to be great weather there, I'm sure, I would hope. Okay.